Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and CEO of Atlanta Habitat, Lisa Gordon.
Thank you all for being here this evening, and please give yourselves a round of applause. You could have been anywhere else today. There are many good causes, and many of you are passionate about other things, but you invested here with us today in Atlanta Habitat, helping us celebrate 35 years. Awesome, awesome. I hope you will please continue to enjoy this dessert, and I have to thank two of my favorite people in the world, Tony Conway, who is the owner and founder of Legendary Events, and the president, Dave Lishness. Give them a hand. I know that all of you noticed that white glove service, that when you got your food, it was hot, it was fresh, and it was delicious. And I know you've all been to many events, and that was one of the things that we said when we get to having something different for Habitat. We want it to be special for you because you do so much from us. I hope you enjoyed our entertainment of the three waiters. Was that cool? There are so many stars in the room tonight, and I have to give a few shout outs. First of all, I'd like to salute my family. My husband Rick is at the front table. He's been my sweetheart for over 24 years. Yes, it's true. And this is something special. My mom is here. She came in for a funeral and ended up staying for an extra week or two. So my mom is here. And believe it or not, that beautiful lady is going to be 85 this year. Can you believe it? My daughter, Aaliyah, who I call my mini-me, is here also, and she's been volunteering as an intern and a communications support person. She's not even sitting with us. She does a great job, and we all know it starts with family, and that's what our mission is about at Habitat. How do we bring service to ourselves and others? So let me tell you, we are blessed that you're here with us, that we have good friends, we have good neighbors, and I want you to help me thank Atlanta's own Mr. Howard, Clark Howard. His wife, Lane, is not here with us, but she's been a big supporter, and the two of them were our honorary co-chairs. And when I called Clark and I said, would you help us do this? I said, it will be a fun event. It won't be one of those events where it's rubber chicken and you're bored to death. And he said, if that's the case, Lisa, I'll do it. So hopefully we've delivered. And I'd like to thank our board chair, all of our advisory council, all of our volunteers, and our homeowners. We have many homeowners that are at tables here tonight. And it's one of the things that I'm most proud of is that we can have an event where it's inclusive of our homeowners, of our volunteers, our donors. I have to just give one more shout out, and that's to my awesome executive team and staff of Atlanta Habitat. Would you guys please just wave and let people thank you? Our host committee, it worked behind the scenes to help us get sponsors and get everyone here. And special thanks to Home Depot, our presenting sponsor, who did not hesitate to join in when we gave them this just concept of an idea. So thank them and all of our power builders and all of our sponsors. And Dana and Larry Pless, thank you so much. You guys have been awesome, hosting the kickoff at your house, coming to many, many meetings, coming with great ideas, and being here and sharing your love with everyone. And then just two other shout outs. Our communications team did the wonderful Neighborhood. Was that awesome? And our development team was behind the scenes working it. And Candy Berman and Associates makes us look so good, but they were the event planners, and we just also want to thank them because this is our first event. You all saw our neighborhood, and you all saw the video that we had behind us. And this is part of our Build the Block strategy. And a lot of people say, Build the Block strategy, what do you mean by that? It's very simple. It just means, what can we do to make this block look better? So a lot of times we go to build, and many of you have volunteered on builds with us, when you look and we built this beautiful new house, but next to it is an abandoned, blighted structure. And across the street is a home in disrepair where there's an elderly person or a veteran. And you sit there and say to yourself, we are welcoming the new homeowner to our family, but should we really leave our family member in this place? We're glad that today we have programs that allow us to make sure not only do we invest in the beautiful homes in that community, but we also invest in the neighbors. And so we celebrate the families at the dedication, but we also have a program for the veteran across the street. We also have a program for the elderly person to do repair with kindness. And so we're making sure not only is our homeowner in good shape, but that neighborhood is in good shape. So we've also done, you can clap on that. Our repair with kindness, it makes sure homes are safe, dry, and accessible. That program has been started just in 18 months, and we've done over 50 repairs. That's incredible. 18 months, 50 repairs, helping families in those communities. And one of our sponsors, who will go nameless, but they're sitting with us today, so maybe you can figure out which one. We had a dedication just this past year, and I remember as part of the dedication, not only was the sponsor able to say we built this new house, but they said we did 3 repairs, and we did 2 brush with kindness, and we did a community cleanup all on this one block. And actually, when you drove down that block, you were just like, well, this block looks pretty good. So that's what it means for us to build the block. We've also done something that people have asked us to do for many years, which is rehabilitate and renovate homes that are in good condition. So this is a structure, it's brick, it's got good bones, but it's abandoned. And we can gut it and rebuild it. And so some of you have participated on rehabilitations where we're using existing assets in the community. It's a little bit less expensive, but we cannot do so many of them because a lot of the homes, like Clark said earlier, they have landowners who are speculators. And so they buy these homes and they let them stay in poor condition. So we have to be competing against those folks to try to get those structures. So a lot of people say, well, why are you building new? Why don't you just rehabilitate? Well, we build 50 new homes a year. If we tried to rehabilitate, it's hard for us to get those properties because we're competing against investors. But this year, I'm proud to say that we completed 12 renovations and rehabs, which is significant. We've had a program for many years called Brush with Kindness, which is just a fresh paint of coat. I mean, what did I say? I said that wrong. A fresh paint of coat. A fresh coat of paint. Thank you. I guess I'm a little nervous. I speak all the time. That's funny. My kids and my husband are like, yeah, this is probably it. That happens all the time. Anyway, and so we target people in the neighborhoods that are homeowners, but now we're expanding that program out with a partnership with Westside Future Fund, where we will be doing non-habitat neighbors, and we'll be doing paint, and we'll be touching up their houses. So it's just, how does that block look better? We think even those small improvements are catalysts and make us change agents in the community. We're really, really excited that our Build a Block strategy helps us do that because we want to invest in communities that are going to transform. We don't want to come back 10 years later like we have on the West Side and see that we have 50 homeowners on the West Side and their homes look nice, but everything around them is in disrepair. So we have to try new things, and that's what we're doing. We're really excited that we have many partners, and some of the partners are in the room. We partner with the Atlanta Police Foundation, with Quest and Chris 180 are actually here tonight. Their CEOs came to support us, and we build with them in the communities. That's it. It's really important for us as nonprofits to lift each other up and to support the work we're doing. We all are fundraising, so we have to do things that help us work together because we're serving the same community and the same members. So we're really excited that we've had many partners, including the City of Atlanta, cities in South Fulton, and people are joining with us because it will take all of us to reach our goal and to make sure everyone has a safe and decent place to live. The next strategy I want to share with you is just not only do we build the block, we actually also have gone from serving 40 homeowners to 123. And I know you heard me say that in the video, but that's 123 families that we've touched in some way. In 2018, our goal is to serve 175 families. Is that awesome? That's awesome. And spoiler alert, we are going to be launching a capital campaign this year, and our goal is to serve 1,100 families in 5 years. So we got a lot of good stuff in store for how do we serve the community. So not only do we do building the block, but we have a strategy for our homeowners that's called, that we just call it Beyond the Build. What happens to our families when they build their own house, when they pay their mortgage on time, when they go through classes, they feel like they can do anything. And if you've been on a build, after you're on a build, you feel like you can do anything. So what we've done is look at how can we empower our homeowners and give them opportunities to advance their education. And so you know Habitat is a hand up, not a handout. So that means they gotta go to work in order to get to be part of these programs. And these programs allow us to provide educational scholarships and to also provide entrepreneurship scholarships. They have to put sweat equity into the work that they're doing, and they also have to be eligible and compete against other folks. And so I think most of you saw Jamaica, who was out in the neighborhood. She has a mobile nail salon business. She went through a 12-week class with us, and then she also had a business plan, and she pitched her business idea against 5 other homeowners who had gone through the same training, and she was our grand champion winner. So all of these people are our neighbors. The one who bought the new house build, the one who bought the rehab, the one who got the critical repair, the one who got the brush with kindness, the one who's doing vision goals and action scholarships, the person who's going back and starting a business. All of those people are part of what makes Atlanta Habitat a wonderful program. We're really excited about our homeowners' personal and professional growth because we feel very strong that we have to break the cycle of poverty. We are at a critical state in Atlanta with affordable housing, and unless we do something different, we will not be in a position to see the neighborhoods transform and to see people transform. We don't want to continue to have programs that subsidize folks in rental housing for the long term. Rental housing has a place, but I think one of the most important things is that there's a concrete way of helping people grow and be empowered and to move beyond, and also that next generation of children go to college, graduate high school, and they've lived in a home and they saw their parents build that home. That's creating that value that is intergenerational. We're really excited that we are able to support our homeowners. And last year, we had several homeowners pay off their mortgage. Imagine, how many people in this room, how many people do you know who paid off their mortgage? I don't know a lot of people. But in the last 3 years, 50 people in our program paid off their mortgages. And if you think about that, that is a person who could not get a conventional loan or mortgage in the current market. So if they went today, these same people would be unable to get a mortgage. And not only did they build their house, they paid their mortgage on time, and then they paid off their mortgage. And now they have an asset. And one of the things we do that it's kind of a secret is we make sure all of our homeowners have wills. And we keep a copy at Habitat, and we make sure they have a copy, because we know that that's one of the ways that people lose land in their homes, even after they move on. But we want to make sure that that home stays. We're really excited that over the 35 years, we have had many, many achievements, and all of our supporters are here tonight, and there's many that couldn't make it tonight. But certainly all of you have been instrumental in helping us reach our goals. This event is very special to me because it's one that people I trust said, you guys need to do something and get the good news out about all of your new programs, about all of the ways you're partnering with people, about how you're touching homeowners and how you are exponentially increasing the families that you serve. So I'm very thankful that all of you joined us, and for all the folks that worked behind the scenes. It's incredible the energy and enthusiasm that all of you have for Atlanta Habitat.